Bro, and I got my food just now too. Fuck.
Time for class.
I'm gonna eat my food first. Alright, I'm a deafen in here, but I'll be on the YouTube stream.
Yeah, peace.
Damn. Give me 1 second, guys. Holy shit. My bad, team. I almost just fucking died. My bad. I started the stream a little bit late. I just got my food too. I'm contemplating whether or not I should just eat it real quick. But what's going on, team? Welcome to tonight's isolation session for January 8th, 2025. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Hope you guys had a great trading day. Today's session is gonna go probably pretty quick. I'm not gonna, these last couple sessions they've been pretty long. Damn, bro, I'm contemplating whether or not I want to eat this food first. Let me know if you guys are ready. If we're ready, we'll get this started. I'll give everybody another couple minutes here. I started the stream a little bit late. I'll give everybody 5 minutes, so then I'll eat too. We'll start at 7:10. But as always, again, for the new people coming in, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want me to go over any pair at all, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. If you guys have any questions about anything that I'm talking about, let me know. Join our Discord. Everything we do in this group is completely free. We do these daily live sessions every single day, Monday through Friday. We have a weekly market breakdown that we do on Sunday. We do the live trading session Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. And we do the isolation session, which is this session, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Also in the Discord, if you join the Discord, you'll be able to request the one-on-one sessions. Again, everything we do here is completely free, so make sure you guys join the Discord. Mr. Albert, welcome, welcome. Let me tweet this out as well. I completely forgot to tweet. Give me 1 second. But yeah, guys, other thing we'll say, the pairs that we're going to be going over are the pairs that you see here on the right hand side with the red flag. We'll go in order, starting off with AU, going all the way down, finishing off with US oil. We'll be looking at AU, EA, EU, ECAD, GA, GCAD, GJ, GU, US30, USDCAD, USDZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and US oil. But once again, if you guys have any questions about any other pair, whether or not they're on our list, just let me know. And then again, any questions throughout the stream, anything at all, anything you guys want me to explain again, anything you guys want me to talk about, just let me know and we'll go over that as well. This food is really good, bro, and eating this shit cold is not going to be the wave. So I'm going to try to eat as much as I can in these 2 minutes that we have left. So I'm sorry if you're going to hear me munching, but it is what it is, man. I can't feel bad. I haven't eaten all day today. Let me know if the music is too loud or anything like that too, guys. Again, we'll start in a few seconds here. I'm just trying to eat as much as possible before we start. I don't want this to get too cold. Let me know if you guys are ready. Once you guys are ready, we'll start this off. Is there a way to make a make a continuation of the path tool after previously using it? Yeah, you should be able to. Like for example, if you're using this, right? Um, no, you can't actually. No, the best way to do it, what I usually do when I use the path tool, right, is when I use it, um, I'll create multiple other little ones, right, just in case I want to use them, right, and then I'll just put them all in the same spot, right. I'll do something like this. I'll just put them all close together so it's not, just thrown apart. Right, just do this. Yeah, I know this is gonna be more of a pain in the ass, but this is the only way to do it, right? And then whenever you want to use them again, you're just gonna have to, just stretch it out a little bit, and then, just use it just like this. Doing something like this is the only way to be able to do the continuation. And then if not, obviously, then you could just add another one, right? If you stop it here, you just add another one, and then just continue with the path with a new one. But again, I know that's a little bit of a pain in the ass. That's something actually you brought that up like 2 weeks ago. The arrow sign at the end looks annoying. Yeah, you could turn it off. Right, if you turn it off, you could go to the setting, and then right here on the style of the path, you could either put the arrow or put normal on both sides. So yeah, I usually just put normal. I don't put the arrow because I agree with that. That arrow is kind of annoying. But yeah, a couple weeks ago I sent them an email and I'm like, yo, I have a few suggestions if you guys want to hit me up. But seems like they don't give a fuck, so it's all good. Even with the 4 hour, like, you guys see me always going to the setting and turning off the session breaks, because realistically speaking, the way they have their session breaks in the 4 hour time frame is incorrect. In the 4 hour time frame, the session breaks should always be in a week, right, from Sunday to Sunday, right? The session breaks in the 4 hour time frame should be 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But the session breaks that they have here in the 4 hour time frame is just fucking crazy lines everywhere. So those were actually two suggestions that I had. The arrow just being a continuation, being able to add on to it, and then the session breaks in the 4 hour, they gotta fix that. But they're a very difficult fucking team to talk to. So, but let's see. Hopefully they'll message me back. Hopefully I could get in contact with somebody from TradingView and we could get that shit situated. Cause that would be really nice if they could fix those two things. Damn man, this food is really good. It's gonna suck eating this cold. Alright. I'll give everybody another minute before we start, man. I'm sorry. I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. I lost track of time too. I was in a Discord with Kendall and Mike. And I'm like, oh shit, it's 7:05. I'm late. Alright. Let's get started. I won't have you guys just sitting here listening to me munch on this food. I'm sorry. Alright, so again, the isolation session, this is us just updating our charts, talking about what happened today in the live trading sessions. We'll talk about the entries that we took. There was a few trades that we took today. Personally, I took AU. Last night during the isolation session, we talked about this entry. We even marked this up. And then I took gold right after the 2 p.m. news came out. I took a trade right after to go into a 372. We could see that price is kind of coming back down. So at this point, my stop loss is already at break even. So I'm not really too worried about this trade. But we'll love to see how this ends up playing out towards in the beginning here of the Asia session. But we'll talk about the entry. We'll talk about why I took it, and we'll keep going, guys. So let's start off with AU first. And again, guys, any questions, any other pairs you guys want me to go over again, whether or not they're on our list, just let me know. Again, it's gonna be very simple today. I'm pretty much gonna pass through. I'm gonna fly past this today. Every single pair is traded the exact same way. Everything we talk about in every single session is gonna be the exact same. It's just literally rinse and repeat, right? That's what trading is. Trading is just rinse and repeat, right? Is the market following your rules? If they're following your rules, you take the trade, and perfect, right? You set your stop loss, set your take profit. If the market isn't following your rules, then it is what it is. You just gotta come back the next day and go look again if price is following your rules. Something that I preach a lot is, if you don't see something on the chart, if it's not looking good, don't force a trade. Because if you force a trade, you're gambling, right? It's a 50% chance that you'll win. It's a 50% chance that you'll lose. If you follow your rules and you take a trade every single time that the market is following your rules step by step, your entry model, whatever it is that you trade, you have a higher possibility, a higher probability of price going your way and hitting your take profit. So we'll start off again, AU and EA. The first couple pairs, I'll go through it like how we would usually. We'll talk about the market makers pattern, where we're at, where we're looking for. We'll go to the 4-hour time frame. We'll talk about the 4-hour high, 4-hour low. We'll talk about what price is doing and what we're looking for. And then the same thing in the 30-minute time frame. We'll look at our 30-minute highs, 30-minute lows. Is price trending? Is it counter trending? Is it going against the trend? Is it going with the trend? And look for any entry that are possible for tomorrow's trading session. Again, the isolation session, this is not the session that we look for entries or that we take entries. Again, this is just us updating our charts, getting ready for tomorrow, and then tomorrow morning during the live trading session, that's when we'll start looking to really take trades. So AU, right, in this case AU is in A2, is in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push to the bottom side. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation, so right now is not the best spot to take a trade, right? The best positions to take trades on a downtrend are either continuations, right, lower lows going into lower highs to continue into lower lows, or at the top of the zone of consolidation once price rejects highs and starts going low and giving you lower lows and lower highs. We know that AU has 3 months to drop, so this month I'm not really expecting price to continue this push to the bottom, but we can see that price is still just kind of giving us a little sideways movement here at the bottom, right? And we can see that a little bit clearer in the lower time frames, right? In the 4-hour time frame, we had lower low, lower high. We're trading between this 4-hour high, these 4-hour lows, and in this lower low, again, price is just moving sideways, right? Not really giving us any clean break of the highs, no clean break of the lows. Price is just going high, rejecting highs, going low, rejecting lows, going high, rejecting highs, going back down to the lows, right? So we want to be a little bit patient with AU, but AU is looking good, right? And this is a trade that we took. Once again, we talked about this last night in yesterday's isolation session, right? Once we were doing the class, we saw that price started printing this engulfing candle, right? It printed the engulfing candle at 7:30, right? And it took a few hours for price to give us the retest and the entry to continue going short, which is again just following the trend, right? Price making lower lows and lower highs. So right now we know we have 2 days of drop. Could we expect price to give us a 3rd day push to the bottom? It could definitely happen, right? So AU right now is one that's going to be on my list to take a look at for tomorrow morning to see if we could catch another entry for AU, right? So we'll mark this as a 372, and we know that this is going to be a pair to keep an eye on for tomorrow. EA, we're in V2, we're in the second zone of consolidation in an uptrend, right? We're in the second zone of consolidation looking for that 3rd and final push back to the top side, right? Right now in the daily time frame, we don't have any continuations when it comes to the months. We had a month of rise last month, right? And we have a little higher high going into a higher low. In the 4-hour time frame, no continuations. Once again, prices just gave us a higher high and we're looking for that higher low, right? We can see that price gave us higher high, higher low, higher high. We're looking for price to give us a higher low somewhere to continue into this higher high. And in the 30-minute time frame, price is just moving sideways, right? We're still same thing, rejecting lows, going high, rejecting highs, going back down to the low, going back up to the highs. We're in this little zone of consolidation in the 4 hour. And these last couple of days, price has just been moving sideways. So we already understand that right now, in order for us to take a valid trade on EA, we want to see that break of structure. Once we get that break of structure, then we know we're in the game, right? We're back in this. So right now, price no continuations gave us a no net. Again, a no net is whenever price moves sideways. We can see that price opened here and price closed here. We're in the same exact spot where we opened in yesterday's session. This is a no net, right? Price didn't go down, it didn't go up, it just moved sideways. It didn't do anything, right? So right now for EA, I really have nothing here. I still want to see those break of structures before we take a trade. And again, the reason why is because overall, price was giving us higher high, higher low, higher high. And this is where price went down and gave us a little change of character, lower low. So could price just simply be giving us lower low, lower high to go into a lower low? Absolutely, right? So again, the confirmation that price is going to continue this push to the top side is going to be when price breaks these highs to continue this push to the top side. So EA just got to be a little bit patient, and we'll wait for price to do what it has to do, and then we'll start looking to take a trade. Again, guys, any questions, let me know. Again, I'm gonna fly through these pairs. I'm not gonna do an hour session today. I just feel like, you know, we've been doing these sessions all week. There's not really much that changes. Again, everything is just rinse and repeat. It's the same rules that we follow every single day. We're looking for the same type of moves every single day. So on a day like today, where it's just have a chill day, right? Let's just have a chill day when it comes to these sessions. But again, if you guys have any questions, if you guys need me to slow down, if you guys want me to repeat something again, just let me know and I'll gladly do that for you guys. No worries. EU, we're in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. Right now, price is still just moving counter. We're still at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. So right now, again, price is still making lower lows and lower highs. I want to start looking for entries on EU, but I have to start waiting for price to give us higher highs and higher lows. If price doesn't start giving us higher highs and higher lows, then there's no trades, right? And we can see that price is still moving. Lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Price did not break these highs. Price hasn't broken these lows. We're stuck in this little zone, right? So in order for me to start looking for trades, I'm either going to be looking for trades here at the bottom when price gives us a rejection of the lows to continue the push to the top side, or I'll be looking for price to break above this zone to continue the push back to the top side. Right, these are the only two valid spots for me to take a trade on EU. And on the 30-minute time frame, we could still see the same thing. Price is still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And even today, from yesterday and today, right, price failed to give us a new high and then started making lower low, lower high, lower low. Right, we also have 2 days of counter drop, again going against the trend. So right now for EU, I'm just taking a step back. I'm not looking for any entries on EU. I have to wait for price to start giving us higher highs and higher lows in order for me to start taking another trade on EU. Take a sip of water, man. I almost choked in the beginning of the session. If you guys didn't hear that, fucking as soon as I turned the stream on, I almost just choked on my food. EURCAD, we are in V1, we're in the first zone of consolidation. We still don't have a valid break of the highs, so we're still in this zone of consolidation, right? We also know that we have this 30-minute gap here at the bottom of the market. So again, very simple. I'm not going to be looking to take any trades on EURCAD up until we finish and up until we close this gap here at the bottom. So I am looking for price to continue this push down to the bottom to fill this gap, and then here is where I want to start seeing price start that uptrend move again. And we can still see price is still making lower lows and lower highs the entire time. So again, very similar to EU. I'm not going to be looking to take any trades on EURCAD until we start making higher highs and higher lows. And again, we have 2 days where price has just been moving down. So this moving counter against the overall trend. So I'm not going to be looking to take any trades on EURCAD. Once we start making higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade. Right. So it's really that simple, guys, right? Yesterday somebody asked, you know, like, what is it that I look at on my charts? This is how I look at my charts. Every single time I wake up, If price is moving against the trend, if we're counter trending, I'm not looking to take any trades. If price is moving with the trend, right, for example, again, if we're in an overall market makers pattern uptrend and I see that in the 30-minute time frame and the 4-hour time frame we're making higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start taking it. That's when I'll start looking to take a trade, right? So here on GA, we know that we had lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high, higher low. Price gave us a break of structure, higher high, but it wasn't a valid break, right? These candles, just because this green candle closed above does not mean it's a valid break. This is a testing candle. A break of structure would be a candle after the first break to close above without touching the zone. And notice how we never got that. We had one candle break above, and then we had the next candles come right back down into the zone, right? So we know now that we're trading between higher high, higher low, higher high, and price went down and gave us a change of character, lower low down here, right? So we know that we're trading between, and let's change this to red so we know that this is a downtrend, right? We know that we're now trading between this 30-minute high up here and these 30-minute lows down here. So right now for GA, we're not ready yet. Price is not ready to move to the top side. We have 2 days of counter drop, again going against the trend. So right now I'm just taking a step back from GA and I'll wait for price to start making higher highs and higher lows again before taking a trade. GCAD, we're in level 2, right? Again, level 2. We had push number 1, first zone consolidation, which is V1. We had push number 2, we got the break of structure. Price just continued higher highs and higher lows. We never really got a nice pullback on this trade, on this pair, right? And very similar to the other pair that has that gap at the bottom of the market going against the trend. I want to see price go down, fill this gap. Once we fill this gap up, this is where I want to start seeing price making higher highs and higher lows to go back to the top side. So that's what I'll be waiting for on GCAD. In the 4-hour time frame, same thing. We could see that price was making higher highs and higher lows up until this point where price gave us lower low, lower high, and then price went down and gave us another lower low. Right? And again, that's in the 30-minute time frame. We see that price is making lower lows and lower highs. Right? At one point we were trending higher high, higher low, higher high, and it wasn't until price gave us this push that gave us a change of character, lower low. Right? So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high and this 30-minute low. And then today price gave us lower low, lower high, lower low. So we know that we're now trading between this 30-minute high up here right, this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows down here. Right, and again, we have 2 days of counter drop, so right now I'm not going to be looking to take a trade. I want to start seeing higher highs and higher lows before taking any type of position on this pair. So we just got to wait it out. There's nothing wrong with being patient, waiting for your rules to play out, and then taking a trade whenever your rules are being played out. GJ, right now in GJ in the daily time frame, we're still in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're still uptrending, right? Again, everything is color coordinated on the screen. The gray boxes, right, the gray daily highs and daily lows is the daily highs, daily lows. The blue boxes or the blue lines is the 4-hour highs and 4-hour lows, and the 30-minute highs and 30-minute lows are the red boxes, right? So right now in the daily time frame, we know that price is still making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? In the 4-hour time frame, price was making lower low, lower high, lower low, and it wasn't until price broke these highs and gave us a new high that gave us a higher high. So in the 4-hour, we're trading between higher high, higher low, and whatever price wants to do up here. And on the 30-minute time frame, we could see that price is just kind of moving sideways. Right, at one point we were uptrending and then we started making lower low, lower high, lower low, and then again we started making lower low, higher high, waiting to see what price wants to do. Right, does price want to respect the 30-minute structure? Does price want to respect the daily structure? Does price want to respect the 4-hour structure? That's what we're waiting to see at this point. Right, we also know that we had a daily engulfing candle that at one point price did respect the engulfing candle and pushed up, but price went right back down to the daily engulfing. So I'm already on a thought process that okay, this is not a strong zone, right? Because usually when price goes into an engulfing candle, it would tap into it and then drift away and never come back, right? The fact that price drifted away and came right back in the same week is letting me know that this is not a strong place to start looking for buys, right? And we just got to be patient, right? We have a day of drop. We're still trading between this low and this high, right, in the 30-minute time frame. and we have a day of drop, right? Day of counter drop, again going against the trend. The higher high on GJ, was it not testing on the 4 hour? Yep, it's still testing, right? It never gave us a clean break on GJ, which is this one right here, right? So it never gave us a valid break of structure, but it did give us a change of character. Remember, the change of character on the 4 hour time frame, on the daily time frame, on the 30-minute time frame, all you want to see for a change of character is that candle closure, right? What you want to see for the valid break of structure, which is again when price is the confirmation that price is going to continue the push to the top side, you want to see that valid break of structure, right? But when you're looking for 4 hour highs and 4 hour lows and daily highs and daily lows and 30-minute highs and 30-minute lows, even if you don't get that clean break of structure, you still want to mark that as a change of character. You would still mark it as a new high, but in order to understand that price is going to give you the confirmed push, you want to see that confirmation break of structure, which is again not the first candle that closes above, is that second candle, the third candle, the fourth candle that closes on the top and is not touching that break of structure line. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you need me to explain that again. Right, GU did exactly what we drew out yesterday, right? The two zones that we wanted to see in order for GU to continue the push to the top side and respect that internal higher high and higher low, we wanted to see price break these highs, right? In order for price to disrespect the trend and start going against it and start going down, we wanted to see price break these lows, and that's exactly what price did, right? Again, the first candle that closed below is a testing candle. The confirmation that price was going to continue going down was the second red candle that closed below and is not touching the break of structure, and we got a little lower low, lower high, and this is where price melted and went right back down to the bottom, right? So let's update our 30-minute highs and 30-minute lows. Let's update this. We have 2 days of drop, right? And now we know that we're trading between lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and these lower lows down here. So we're trading between this 30-minute low and these 30-minute highs up here. So once again, price is still making downtrend moves. I'm not going to be looking to take trades on GU up until we start making higher highs and higher lows. Once we start making higher highs and higher lows, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade, right? Very similar to these 4 hour lows, right? These 4 hour lows right now still don't really have a clean break, but we do have that candle closure. So technically speaking, on the 4 hour time frame, we're still trading lower low, lower high, lower low as well. But we'll keep it like this just for now. We'll update this. If price decides to keep going lower, then we'll update this tomorrow. If not, then we'll wait for the weekly market breakdown to update the 4 hour lows and stuff like that. But right now for GU, just taking a step back. US30. US30 is respecting that that engulfing candle. Is that what we were talking about in that Discord, Mike? US30 in the daily time frame, we're still making higher high, higher low, and higher high, right? So in the daily time frame, we're still uptrending. In the 4 hour time frame, price made higher high, higher low, higher high, and then went down and gave us a little change of character, lower low. So we know that we're trading between this 4 hour high and this 4 hour low. We also know that in the 4 hour time frame, right now US30 is just moving sideways, right? Price is rejecting lows, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, going back down to the bottom, right? And on the 30-minute time frame, price gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, then price ended up giving us a higher high change of character, right? So we're in a situation where, okay, is price going to give us higher high, higher low, higher high, or does price want to just continue the internal downtrend that we have here, right? And at this moment, right, the way that I'm seeing this, right, if you go down to the 5-minute, we'll do it since it's right here, right? In the 5-minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So right now we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So right now we just still got to be patient. In order for me to start looking for buys on US30, I need to see price break these highs, make a higher high, higher low, to then continue. If not, price is just going to do the same thing, right? Lower high, give us the rejection, and then just continue this downtrend push back down to the bottom. Right? There's the only two possibilities here on US30. Now, the question that you guys may be asking, well, you had an engulfing candle here, why didn't you take the trade? Right? It's very simple, right? When we're looking at the market, at market structure, we know that market structure moves in threes. Push number one, push number two, push number three. I'm not expecting price to give me another push to the bottom side. Now, does that mean that price won't do it? Absolutely not. We understand that price could do whatever the fuck it wants to do, right? However, as traders, our job isn't to, I don't want to say that our job isn't to anticipate moves, right? Our job is to anticipate moves, but being able to see how price is reacting to these zones, right? Once we see that price is no longer wanting to push down to the bottom, once we start seeing higher highs and higher lows, that's going to be our confirmation that price is turning around to continue, and that's when I want to start looking for trades. But the fact that price is still making lower lows and lower highs, we're not making internal higher highs and higher lows. This is not higher highs and higher lows, right? This is just price in the internal time frame just trapping traders, right? Making everybody believe that this is a double bottom, right? A little W, making everybody believe that price is going to continue to push to the top side, and then again just rejecting them, hitting stop losses, and getting everybody in that move, right? Those are the trap moves that the market just sets every single time. So right now for US30, just taking a step back, right? We're being aware that we're still trading lower lows and lower highs, and we just have to wait for those confirmations that price is going to turn around. And again, that confirmation will be when and if price breaks above these highs to continue. So US30 is definitely one that I'm going to keep my eye on. This is definitely a pair that I want to trade, so I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on US30 for tomorrow's trading session. USDCAD daily time frame. USDCAD, we're in V2, right? We're actually in level 3 already, right? Again, we had push number 1, first zone of consolidation, V1, push number 2, second zone of consolidation, which is V2, and then now we're in push number 3, right? In push number 3, we already have 3 months of rise. So again, for this month, I'm not really expecting price to continue the push to the top side, right? However, let's go down to the lower time frames, right? In the 4-hour time frame, we had a little zone of consolidation where price broke below our lows, didn't really give us a clean break of structure. Again, it was a testing candle, came back up, tested the zone again. We never had a clean break of structure of these lows, right? So at this moment, could price just continue to consolidate the way it's been doing for the last couple of weeks? Absolutely. Again, we need to wait for those confirmations that are going to let us know where price wants to go, and then we'll start looking for a trade, right? And then right now we have 2 days of rise, right? After 2 days of rise, I'm looking for that third push, so I am expecting USDCAD to give me that third push going into tomorrow's trading session. So very similar to AU, we'll go ahead and mark this as a 372, and we'll keep a close eye on this for tomorrow's trading session. Now, could this be the zone where price is going to give us that push? Again, level 3, we want to see price bounce off the 50 EMA. That's exactly where we're at right now, right? So USDCAD is going to be patient. Again, I'm not looking to take any trades right now during Asia session, especially not with USDCAD. This is not an Asia session pair. This is more of a London session going into NYC session pair. So if price decides to just continue the push and give us the move for the day, then it is what it is, right? But when we wake up tomorrow, we start looking at our charts tomorrow morning before the NYC session, that's when I'll start looking to take a trade. That's when I'll start looking to get into positions here on USDCAD. USDs are very similar to USDCAD, right? We have 2 days of rise. We'll be looking for a third day. We can see that price is already giving us that third push, right? So we already know that USDs are going into tomorrow. We're not really going to be looking to take any trades, right? For USDZAR, we're in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third and final push back to the top side. We already have 3 months of rise, so this month I'm not really expecting price to continue the push to the top side. On the 4-hour time frame, we're still making higher high, higher low, higher high, and we can see that price is pushing above our higher high again, right? We made a little higher low going into the higher high. It's looking good. We have 3 weeks of rise. On the third week, which was last week, price gave us a rise no net where price pushed to the top side and finished on the same spot where we opened. Always expecting that 4th week variation, right? And that's exactly what USDZAR gave us. So right now for USDZAR, just got to be patient. We'll wait for another opportunity to take this trade. And on a 30-minute time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high. So we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high these 30-minute lows down here. So I was like, where's the line at? Right here. Come on. There you go. Alright, so just gonna be patient with USDZAR. USDZAR, I'm gonna turn this one off again already because price already gave us that push that we were looking for. Right, so USDZAR, not gonna be really focused on USDZAR. Gold. Daily time frame on gold, very similar to GJ, very similar to US30. We're in peak high territory. We're in the highest point in the market. We're still uptrending on the daily time frame. However, on the 4-hour time frame, price is making lower lows and lower highs. Right, so we can see that right now in the 4-hour time frame, we're in a zone of consolidation where price is just moving sideways, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, going to the middle, going back to the top, rejecting highs, going back down to the bottom, rejecting lows. Right, we still don't have a clean break of the highs. We don't have any clean break of the lows. Right now, our job is to look for continuations. Right, do we have weeks of rise? Do we have 2 days of rise? Do we have 2 weeks of rise? And right now on the 30-minute time frame, we can see that price gave us 2 days of rise. Now, internally, in the 5-minute time frame, where you can see I have my 5-minute lines, my 5-minute highs, 5-minute lows, right? In the 5-minute time frame, at one point we're just trapping traders, right? Then price gave us a higher high change of character, higher low, and it gave us a very clean higher high break of structure on the 5-minute time frame. However, on the 30-minute time frame, we didn't get a clean break of these highs in the 30-minute time frame. Again, all of these candles here, this green candle, this green candle, this green candle, yes, even though they closed above the zone, they're still touching the break of structure line. So technically speaking, on the 30-minute time frame, we're still just testing these highs. So is there a possibility that this trade just won't work out because we didn't get a clean break, retest to continue? Absolutely. Even though we got it on the 5-minute time frame, the fact that we didn't get it on the 30-minute makes this trade very low probability, right? However, the fact that we had 2 days of rise, the fact that we had a little flip zone here, which is the inverse or the bearish engulfing candle that turned bullish, right? Once we had the candle closure, this was the entry here to continue into that 372 to the top side. So we'll see how this one works out, right? My entry, I already have my stops at break even, right? Risk free at this point. So we'll continue to monitor this. I'll continue to monitor this pair, and we'll talk about it in the Discord later tonight, how this ends up playing out. But once again, the fact that we didn't get that clean break of structure makes this trade and makes this entry very low probability. If this green candle would have been a clean break of structure and then price would have given us the retest or the pullback, this trade would have already hit TP, right? It would have been 100%. This is a very clean structure, clean entry. The only thing that was missing here on the 30-minute time frame was that break of structure. But regardless, we'll keep our eye on this. We'll see what price ends up doing leading up to the end of Asia session going into London session. The last couple pairs, guys, Bitcoin and US oil. All right, so Bitcoin, we have 2 days of drop. Could we be expecting price to give us a new low? It could definitely happen. We're definitely going to be looking for that pullback, right? But let's start from the top to the bottom, right? Bitcoin right now, we're in level 3. Once again, we have push number 1, first zone of consolidation. Push number 2, second zone of consolidation. Push number 3 at the top, right? We're still uptrending. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. In the 4-hour time frame, same thing. We're still making higher highs and higher lows, right? Now in the 30-minute time frame, this is where price, again, we're still trading between higher high and higher low. At one point we were trading lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price pushed to the top side and gave us a change of character, higher high. So at any moment, could price just give us a higher low and continue to push to the top side? Absolutely. But again, in order for us to start looking for those higher lows to continue, we want to start seeing higher highs and higher lows. And right now we're still making lower low and lower high. So for Bitcoin, we're just going to have to take a step back on this one. Very similar to the other pairs that we've been going through, right? Every single pair right now looks very similar. They're all kind of doing the same type of movements. So we'll just have to be patient and just wait for price to start moving in order for us to start looking for trades. And then last but not least, guys, US oil, right? Any questions, let me know. Any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. US oil, overall market makers pattern, we're in a downtrend. We're in A1. We're in the first zone of consolidation going into the downtrend, right? We're looking for that second push to the bottom. And again, right now we're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. Once again, the bottom of the zone of consolidation, if we don't break, we're testing, going back to the highs. At the top, we're testing, going back down to the lows, right? Testing the lows, going back high. Testing highs, going back down to the lows where we could see that price is still just testing lows. We don't have any clean break of structures, right? And then what is price doing here at the lows? Going right back to the top, right? So again, we just want to be patient with US oil. We have 2 weeks of rise, this week being the 3rd week. Price gave us that push to the top side. As soon as price gave us that new high, what did price do? Went right back down to the bottom, and we can see that on the 30-minute time frame, right? And on the 30-minute time frame, we're still making higher high, higher low, higher high. So at this moment, once again, in order for me to start looking for shorts again on US oil, I need to see a change of character, lower low, lower high, and then I want to see the break of structure give us another lower low, lower high, and that's when I'll start looking for a trade. So US oil, if we don't, if price breaks below these lows today, perfect. Give us that change of character. I'll be looking to take a trade on US oil going into Friday or going into next week when price gives us a valid break of structure. So it's pretty much it for today, guys. Not a lot of pairs that really look decent for tomorrow for now. Again, we still need to wait through Asia session. We still need to wait through London session. Tomorrow morning when we wake up for the NYC session at 6 in the morning, we'll start looking for pairs again. We'll start looking for entries. And we'll go on from there, guys. Any questions, let me know. Anything at all you guys want me to go over, any other pairs, let me know. If not, then we'll be done for today, and we'll be back again tomorrow morning for the live trading session. Let me know. I'll give you guys a few minutes here. Ask any questions you guys have, just let me know. Alright, no questions, guys. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning for the live trading session. We'll see you tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Peace out.